Very good morning, students. Welcome to the English class. Today I will be discussing the question answers of the previous lesson that I had did in my previous video. That is Oru Manushin. Oru Manushin. Okay. I have explained to you what the lesson Oru Manushin is based on. It's a short story written by Vaikom Muhammad Bashir and it's been translated. Okay, in the beginning of the story I asked you who are the ones who are good people and bad people according to us. So definitely we will not consider a thief to be a bad person. A person who is well dressed, we consider them to be good ones. But ultimately towards the end of this lesson what happens is there is a thief who comes to the rescue of the narrator. Okay, the thief is known as the stranger, and later towards the end of the story we get to know that he is the thief and he had stolen the narrator's wallet in which he had kept his life saving, that is 14 rupees. Okay, we'll discuss the question answers now. Page number 36. You have a note on the author. I'll read that, just go through that. Vaikom Muhammad Bashir, 1908 to 1994, is a well-known Malayalam short story writer and a novelist. Okay, he is known for his sympathetic portrayal of life, the joys and sorrows of the ordinary life. His stories have been translated into English and other Indian languages. That is, different languages we follow in India. Okay, it's been translated into different languages. He was honorary fellow of the Sahitya Academy in 1970. He was the recipient of the Central Sahitya Academy Award and Padma Shri in 1982. Okay, you have glossary over here. Glossary is nothing but the meanings. The meaning of Oru Manushin. It is a human being. Predicament. Predicament is nothing but unpleasant or dangerous situation. To befall is to happen. Something which is going to happen. Dingy is dirty looking, dull room. I give you an example that dingy room where there is no proper ventilation, it is dull, it is dirty, etc. Migrant, a worker who moves from place to place to do seasonal work. Migrant laborers, they don't have a permanent job at one place, but they keep moving from place to place. Course, C-H-O-R-E-S. It is pronounced as course and not chores. Okay. Course, that is minor work at home. Wallet is purse. Gouge out. Gouge out is to cut or force something out roughly or brutally. He says, I'll gouge out your eyes. That means he's going to remove his eyes. Guffaw. Guffaw is nothing but a loud laugh. Stark naked. Stark naked is completely naked. That is without clothes. To save the day is an idiom which means that to prevent failure or to defeat. Now comprehension 1 you have the first question. These are for 1 mark. Please pay attention. How far was the big city from the narrator's hometown? It was 1,500 miles away. Okay, you need to write completely 1,000, T-H-O-U-S-A-N-D, 500 miles away. Okay, the second question. Where did the narrator stay in the big city? The narrator stayed on a dirty room dirty street or in a dingy room. For money, people would do anything, even dash. People would even commit a murder. Okay, fourth question. What was the narrator doing to earn a living? The narrator was teaching migrant laborers to write addresses in English. The narrator taught the migrant laborers to write addresses in English. Dash was considered great education there. Option A, learning English. Option B, learning to write an address in English. Option C, writing addresses at the post office. The answer is option B, learning to write an address in English. Question number 6. What reason did the narrator give for sleeping all day and having food in the evening? Okay, here he says, page number 32. In those days I would sleep all day and wake up at 4 in the evening. This was to save the expense of drinking my morning tea and eating the noon meal. So what excuse did he give? He gave the excuse to save his expense of having morning tea and noon meal. savings. This question, how much money did he have? He had 14 rupees. He had 14 rupees as his life's savings. Question number 8. The man who came forward to pay the narrator's bill was a man with a red turban, a person dressed in a suit, a moneylender. The answer is A man with a red turban. Okay. One mark question, you need to write either a phrase, a word or a sentence. Don't write in the paragraphs. Okay. Second main, first question, second main. Actually, I told you that how 4 mark questions, it should be half page of your answer. It says, describe the people and the place where the incident took place. Open to page number 31. Okay, describe the people and the place where the incident took place. Incident took place is where the narrator was living. Okay, page 31. Last but one paragraph, it says, it was quite a big city in the valley of a mountain, some 1,500 miles from home, the inhabitants of which, the entire paragraph, you have to write this for 4 mark answers, but see to it that you are writing it in your own words. Second one, what was the routine of the narrator in the city? The second question will continue from page 31 only. I stayed in that city, that was a very small dingy room. Okay, he says, I carried a profession there, that is to teach English to the migrant laborers, to teach them to write addresses in English. Okay, because he says learning English or writing addresses was considered to be a great education there. Then he says that you might have seen people sitting at the post office who charge between 1 anna to 4 annas just to write the address. Then what was his routine is, he taught people to write addresses. Then he wanted to escape from the same fate, and he says that how he used to sleep all day and wake up at 4 in the evening to save his daily expense of morning tea and noon meal, and after that he used to do some household chores, and after that he used to go around 5:30, 6 o'clock to have his meal, and then he returned back, and night from 9:30 till 11 o'clock in the night he used to teach the migrant laborers to write English, that is write addresses in English. Okay. Question number 3, give an account of the embarrassing experience of the narrator at the restaurant. You have to write the whole incident, what happened. How the narrator woke up at 4 p.m. and he finished his household chores and he dressed up. It describes that how he's been dressed up, that he was dressed up in a suit. He kept his wallet. In that wallet, his life-saving 14 rupees were there. And he went out to have the meal. When he goes out, he says that how he had a full meal, that is chapatis, chicken curry, and he had even what is this? He says you must understand. The bill came up to 11 annas. He says how he ate chapatis and he also ate the meat curry. It is not that he took a little portion of something, but he had everything. When the bill came up to 11 annas, okay, he put his hand into his pocket and he sees that there is no wallet at all, and whatever he had eaten, he digested instantly and he started sweating profusely. And the moment he said the restaurant owner that he had lost his wallet, the restaurant owner catches him by his lap and starts shaking him and says that in all stories will not work out over here. You need to give the money, if not I'll gouge out your eyes. You need to write the entire incident that happened. Okay, that is from here till the ending. Now, question number 4, a stranger saved the day for the narrator. How? Okay, again you will be writing everything like how when the narrator was looking here and there for help from the people, because there were almost more than 50 families that were being seated in a crowded restaurant and having food. They were well dressed, they were okay people, but they all looked like hungry wolves, and no one stepped forward to help the narrator. When the owner of the restaurant, he asked him to remove his shirt, the coat, then he asked him to remove his trousers. That is the time when he was looking for help, but when he saw that there is no help, the narrator says that this is the end of my life. let it end. But I cannot do anything. I just have to move on. And what does he say then? What does the narrator say? The narrator says that I am ready to die and this is the end of my life, and that is the time the stranger comes in. The description of the stranger, you have to get that how he was dressed up in a red turban and a white trouser. He had a very long nose and he had a beard and a handlebar moustache. You need to give that explanation, and he asks him to stop and he asks for the bill and he pays the bill. Okay, so you need to explain about the stranger. Third main, does this story talk about transformation in a person? Discuss. Yes, definitely the story talks about a transformation in a person, transformation in the mindset of what we think about the people. Actually, we have this stereotypes in our mind that, okay, when we look at a person, we feel that, okay, this is a good person, that is a bad person, or we come to the conclusion whether the person is good or bad by the profession they carry. But not necessarily that the profession what they carry, they have to be good or bad. You can see that when in a crowded restaurant there is so many people who could have helped the narrator. No one stepped forward, but everyone looked like hungry wolves towards him. But who is the one who came to his help? It was the thief. And thief also, there is a transformation in that stranger also, because he had stolen the wallet. But later, there is some kind of humanity in him that he stepped forward and he helped the narrator. Definitely, there is a transformation in the people in this story. Do you think the restaurant keeper was overreacting when the narrator could not pay the bill? If so, what accounts for this behavior? What accounts for this behavior is, in the beginning of the story itself, was the restaurant keeper overreacting? Yes, he was overreacting. But why? Because in the beginning of the story itself, it says that the people over here are not kind-hearted. They are known for pickpocketing, robbery, murder. They loot people. They take everything from people. So definitely, the narrator is living in a land where there is no mercy as such in the people. Okay, so definitely they don't trust and believe each other. That is the reason why the restaurant keeper was overreacting, and he was unable to believe what the narrator was telling was the truth. Okay. So that was the 6 marks. 6 mark questions when you are writing, you need to make sure that you write for 1 page. Okay. 6 mark questions you are writing for 1 page. Here on page number 38. Page 38, you have synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms and antonyms. Please listen carefully to the explanation. What are synonyms and what are antonyms? Okay? Synonyms are nothing but the same word. The word with the same meaning. The words are different but meaning is same. For example, fast, quick. Okay? Fast, quick. You can see words are different but the meaning is same. Fast and quick is same. Okay? Like for example, you have many words in your lesson. Like you have dilemma. Dilemma is what? You are in a particular situation. Okay, you are in a situation, dilemma, in a phase, you are in a dilemma or a situation. So understand what do you mean by synonyms? Synonyms is nothing but the words with similar meaning. Sorry, it's not similar, it is the same meaning words. Fast is also same, quick is also same. Whereas antonyms are your opposites. Okay, antonyms are your opposites. Like for example, you say healthy, unhealthy. Okay. You have many over here, page number 38. See, a synonym is a word which is identical in sense and usage with another. For example, fast is a synonym of quick. Excuse me. An antonym is a word dilemma, quandary, plight, crisis. Then second one you have imprecise, inexplicit, non-specific, indistinct, and exercise is being given like this. Workout, task, job, duty, errand, compassion, clemency, forgiveness, pity, complete, unharmed, entire, whole. Now you have choose the word that is opposite in the meaning of the word in the capital letter. Here you have capital letter and you have option A, B and C. Which one is the opposite? Put a tick mark. Like for example, first one I will tell you. Up is the word in capital. Option A, down. Option B, above. Option C, inside. The opposite of up is down. Give, large, happy, thin, bite, tight, cruel. Okay? And use the suitable prefixes to form antonyms. As I told you, antonyms are opposite, and mostly antonyms are formed by adding a prefix. What is a prefix? You add something in the beginning. Okay? You have healthy, unhealthy, mobile, immobile, please, displease, prove, disprove, logical, illogical, conception, misconception, orthodox, unorthodox, sane, insane, perfect, imperfect. Okay? Then you have the antonyms for the following from the lesson. Avoid using prefixes. This exercise, please look into the dictionary and work out. Okay? Please write the notes for this. I'll start off with the next chapter in the next class. Okay? Thank you, students.